I'm Governor Gary Herbert. For more than 4 years, I have chaired the state's Homeless Coordinating Committee. I have proudly watched state and local governments work hand in hand with our nonprofit and charitable partners these past several years to work to end homelessness in Utah. While we have made great strides, more than 15,000 Utahns will experience homelessness this year. More than 7,000 of those are families. With the state 10-year plan, I believe we can end chronic homelessness and reduce overall homelessness by 2014. To make sure we continue with this forward progress, I have asked Lieutenant Governor Greg Bell to replace me as the chair of the state's Homeless Coordinating Committee. I know he will do a great job in this important role. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this effort, and keep up the good work.
Thank you, Governor Herbert. I accept this assignment with honor, and I'll continue to provide the leadership and support you provided in the last 5 years. I had the opportunity to be at the last State Homeless Coordinating Committee meeting. I was very impressed with the level of understanding and commitment to provide the needed resources and services for our homeless citizens. We have a real opportunity to achieve our goal of providing a housing opportunity for our chronically homeless citizens by 2014, and by reducing overall homelessness by prevention and rapidly rehousing those who become homeless.
It's tough, especially in the winter.
You got World War II veterans out here, old men that shouldn't be here.
The hardest thing is trying to find a shower and keeping your clothes clean and getting something to eat. Live in my shoes for 2 days and see how you could do it.
How you doing, man? Been better.
Every week, Volunteers of America and other homeless advocates like Pamela Atkinson hit the streets of Salt Lake, handing out everything from socks and blankets to food and water, hoping to make a difference in the lives of individuals that have no place to call home.
I need a blanket, bad.
Their first thought is about food. Secondly, can I survive this day? And thirdly, is it going to rain? Is it going to snow? Is it going to be too hot? And can I get something to drink? And then, where will I sleep tonight?
Over the course of this year, more than 15,000 people will be homeless in the state of Utah. And while these numbers are low in comparison to national averages, local shelters like the Road Home say hard economic times have still taken their toll.
Last year, we served more people out of our shelter than we ever have in any year prior.
15,000 people on the street is still way too many. 10 people on the street is way too many. So we are putting in place a system that we can rapidly rehouse individuals and also prevent homelessness even to a greater degree than we do now.
Utah's Homeless Task Force Director Lloyd Pendleton, along with Utah's Homeless Coordinating Committee, believe permanent housing is the key to eliminating chronic homelessness in Utah, adopting a nationwide model referred to as Housing First.
We estimate it costs about $20,000 a year for a person on the street. That's what the community costs are. And when we get a housing project built, or if we use scattered site models, apartments around the area, we can put an individual into housing with case management for about $10,000 to $11,000 a year.
Costs that are then decreased for first responders and emergency services, so often associated with the chronically homeless.
We become the hospital service, we become the complaint department, and so all the interactions that take place, it costs millions of dollars for us to deal with a very small population.
By forming public and private partnerships between government, nonprofits, developers, and private investors, our state has built 3 permanent housing complexes for the chronically homeless, decreasing chronic homelessness by 19% in just 2 short years, taking nearly 400 individuals and families off the street and putting them into apartments, giving them a place they can finally call home.
We think we've made a real impact with projects like Sunrise Metro, Grace Mary Manor, and Palmer Court now, along with other smaller projects that are adding a huge impact to chronic homeless.
These housing units consist of 1- and 2-bedroom apartments, fully equipped with beds, bathrooms, kitchens, and community-style living, including libraries, laundry, computer access, and garden and play areas for children. But most importantly, these facilities provide ongoing case management to help residents set goals and work toward a better future.
We're getting them housed, and then we're working on other chronic issues that they have. Some of that might be substance abuse, employment issues, helping them secure benefits so that they're more financially stable.
The only way for these individuals to get benefits, whether it be VA benefits or Social Security or disability payments, is by having a permanent address.
Not to mention making it easier to find employment, as many homeless individuals admitted is extremely hard to do while living on the streets.
And they know by looking at you that you're homeless. They can tell.
When you're trying to find work and they find out you're homeless, they just don't want to even talk to you.
Nobody's going to hire you if you're a transit.
It's hard to hold down a job when you're out there.
John Hales is a recovered alcoholic whose life today is in full bloom, but things weren't always so easy. When his disease got the best of him, John found himself without a job and living on the streets.
It wasn't really life, it was survival. And it can be dangerous. You lose all your self-esteem, all your pride. It's lonely.
With the help of permanent housing and case management at Sunrise Metro, John was given the foundation he needed to turn his life around.
Basically talk over what your goals are and what your talents are, and the things you need to get to these goals. So you start setting some plans and you go from there.
Today he is alcohol-free and newly married, living in an apartment of his own and working full-time as a gardener at the University of Utah.
Things came into play really quick once I got back on track.
John is just one success story of many. Others we spoke to say permanent housing has helped build personal foundations, stronger relationships, and is helping people get back on their feet.
Now I've got the self-motivation, I've got the social skills. This place has been great for me.
So it's really giving me more than just a place to live. It's giving me some skills and how to work with others better.
In fact, permanent housing is showing so much success in metro areas of Utah that smaller towns like Price and Helper are following in familiar footsteps. As construction is fast underway with the renovation of 2 old buildings that will soon become apartments for those desperately in need.
This isn't something that's an experiment. We know how it works, and we're just applying it in a different environment, in rural environment rather than an urban environment.
Working so well, in fact, that the state of Utah and the Homeless Coordinating Committee have committed to the goal of eliminating chronic homelessness once and for all by year 2014.
It's a good thing to do. Reinvest in our population, not ignore it.
If there's any state in this union that can end chronic homelessness in 10 years, it's the state of Utah.
A state committed to helping those that are homeless rebuild their lives, brick by brick, person by person, family by family.
It was a stepping stone, a real good one. Yeah.
Thank God for this place, because I don't know where I'd be.